Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Rob's Rig. Today I wanted to talk about buying a new Jeep Wrangler. What should you expect to pay? You know, prices today are insane and you can spend a heck of a lot of money, but obviously you want to spend as little as possible, right? So I went out and I did a little bit of research, kind of checking into what people are actually paying today and maybe a couple of strategies, I guess, to get the best price. So what I have found here, you should expect to pay between $34,800 and $79,000 for a new Jeep Wrangler. Now, that depends on the trim that you're going to get, of course, and options and maybe extended warranties and all that junk. We're not really going to get into extended warranties because, frankly, I think they're just a waste of money and a big money maker for the dealership. But it's personal preference and your level of comfort. It's like life insurance or anything else, right? So let's take a look at pricing by trim, I guess, and what the fair purchase price is. And this is kind of what people are paying below MSRP. So we're going to run through each trim level. First is the Sport 2-door. In case you happen to be looking for a 2-door instead of a 4-door. The expected MSRP, or the base MSRP, is $35,595. Again, keep in mind, this is dependent upon what options are on it, what you might add. But the expected price to pay, $34,848. It doesn't seem like a whole lot off, but you're not really starting with a lot of fat in the price anyway, right? Got some noise in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but apparently they're trimming trees or something out front, so I apologize for that. Next up, and we're going to jump into the 4-doors, right? We've got the Sport S 4-door. Expected or MSRP base price of $41,000. Now, what you can expect to pay, or what people are paying, $39,949. Then we move to the Willys. Now, that's the trim level that I have back here. The base MSRP is $44,500. And keep in mind too, I would be shocked if you're able to find these base prices because the dealers, the manufacturers always add extra things to the price. But anyway, $44,500. Now, the price that you can expect to pay, $43,099. Next up, the Sahara 4-door, base MSRP, $48,470. The expected price, $47,016. The Rubicon 4-door, $49,300. You can expect to pay $47,575. The Rubicon X, and notice we're getting up there in price now, man. $59,995 base, or $57,201 is the price you can expect to pay. Lastly is the Moab 392, the king of the hill, I guess. $79,995. Let's just call it 80 grand, right? You can expect to pay $77,995 or $78,000. Now, there are always going to be savings out there, right? Local savings. In my particular area, you can save up to $6,000 off MSRP on select sport models. So that doesn't even cover the whole range, right? Dealer discounts, direct price cuts $3,500 or of $3,500 are common before additional rebates. And we all know that Jeep runs rebates all the time. I've seen them as high as $10,000 to $12,000. So if you're in the market, it might be smart of you to wait a little bit until some of those rebates come out. Bonus cash, you might qualify for $1,000 to $1,500 in select inventory bonus cash or loyalty bonus cash. A lot of dealerships will do that. If you're a repeat customer, sometimes they'll throw in some kind of loyalty discount. I've seen $500, honestly. Buying strategies, target the invoice, if you can ever figure out what the invoice is. It says here, aim to pay invoice price, which is roughly 5% below MSRP. So that's a 5% discount right there. Leverage inventory. There are over, at this time, or time of the video, 45,000 new Wranglers available nationwide. High stock levels on the Sport S in particular make it one of the most attractive, I guess, for the buyer to be able to save a bit of money. Affiliate programs, and this is interesting. I didn't even know there were affiliate programs out there for any car manufacturer, but it says here, if you have an affiliate code, like through Tread Lightly, never heard of them, I'm not sponsored by them, I get nothing from them, I don't even know who they are, you can often get 1% below invoice regardless of dealer markups. Might be something worth looking into, right? Also says here that there is a $500 military or first responder cash offer on Jeep Wranglers, and I have heard of that, so it doesn't surprise me that that's available. Now, what's best to do, I think, first of all, one of the sites that I always use, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but if you search car pricing, you can find out what vehicles are going for in your area, right? So that you get a good idea of what to expect. I've used this many times in the past, both for buying new vehicles and also trying to figure out what my trade-in is worth. In other words, that'll show you what people in your area are actually paying for new vehicles, in this case Jeep Wranglers, or what they're getting for their used car trade-in. Now again, that's just kind of like an average, right? I mean, it's not that you can walk in there, hold this up and say, this is what people are buying, it's what I expect. That's probably not going to work. Although, it's not a bad tactic, not a bad place to start. The other tip I would give is two things really. One is to be reasonable, right? You're not going to walk into a dealership and say, I want $30,000 off the price, or I'm walking. Well, you're walking, because nobody's going to give you 30 grand off of a Jeep Wrangler. They might give you 30 grand off of a Lamborghini or a Ferrari because there's a lot of fat in there, right? Not to say there isn't any fat in the pricing on a Jeep Wrangler, but not that much. And the other is to be realistic and stick to your price. In other words, if you come up with something that through your research you've determined is a realistic price, stick to that. Don't let them try to browbeat you into paying more money, and watch out for the extras at the end. When you're in that finance office, and that finance guy typically gets paid a commission on anything extra he can sell you, or she, make sure that you don't buy anything that you don't need or don't want, right? Don't let them talk you into things or try to finagle things into the deal unless you get some sort of a discount. And you can get discounts on those things, like extended warranties if you must. You can typically get a pretty good discount on that as well because they want to sell it. And again, they're big money makers for the dealership. Anyway, just wanted to run through, I guess, an idea of what some people are paying or what you should expect to pay if you're in the market for a Jeep Wrangler. Leave a comment. Let me know. How much money did you get off MSRP? I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.